House of Dragons. Motherfucking House of Dragons, man. What was that? Episode 7? Episode 8? No, episode 7.
It got to be 8.
Nah, 8 comes on this week,
I'm
I
thinking
believe.
about
This weekend.
Yeah.
Probably thinking about Raising Canaan or some shit.
Wrong.
Raising 50?
Oh, wait. You might be right. Hold on.
Unless they both on the same.
I don't know. I ain't. As I'm looking now, it says the new episode tomorrow is episode 9.
Oh, is that Atlanta? I'm thinking about.
I don't know. It's so much shit, but House of Dragons, man. What did you think? A lot of shit went down this episode. Some more people died. Some more secrets were revealed. Some more incest and some more nasty scenes. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be the thrones or the dragons without it. But what you thought about the episode, Drvgz? I know you seen that shit. I don't think Marz, you said you ain't caught up yet, huh? I think Marz said he wasn't caught up, but
I caught the first app.
Oh yeah, so you all the
I'm about to binge watch the rest of that shit after we close out.
But what you think, Drvgz? How you feel? How you feel about that last episode? Like what you thought stood out to you?
I mean, I thought a whole lot stood out.
I mean, in that episode, shit. This is the episode where it's another time jump, of course. It seems like every episode we see, they go fucking 15, 10 years into the future per episode. But at this point, we see King Viserys is on his last motherfucking legs. He's missing an eye. He got holes in his face. Like, that nigga doing bad. He's down bad all the way. I mean, he got people taking care of him and shit.
I think well, in this episode, we got a chance to see the king kind of tell us or show us
we got to see the king actually be a fucking king.
Yeah, but more so kind of just give us more insight on who he was and what he meant and what he stood for. And it really was family. It was family, it was love. And that's really what he was all about. He was all about making sure keeping the house strong, keeping the family strong, keeping everybody together. And we seeing how much division in the family it is, how everybody is kind of just like not fucking with each other no more, or kind of just never fucked with each other based on moms, man.
I was about to say, based on this family history, which
yeah, because they all family, they're all at some point family, bloodline, and somehow, some way, they're all related somehow.
They're all related, yeah.
So, but they're immediate families, for example, Alicent.
Not even to cut you off, I just found out, and this is one of my favorite movies too. Alicent is Artemis from Ready Player One, bro. You ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that was Shorty. That's her. She plays Artemis in Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Legit fire movie, but
yeah, it was a couple things that I kind of noticed that I still got questions for, that I probably got to rewatch the episode. That volcano, was it a mountain or a cave or something that Damon went into, and he like picked up eggs?
It was like at the beginning of the shit. I don't know where he was. He I think it was he cut like a dragon open. He got it from like inside something. Cause when he got it, it was like all slimy and shit. Yeah, it didn't, or maybe I missed it, or maybe it was just unclear. I'm not sure where he got him from, but he definitely did get another dragon egg.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what was the meaning of that scene specifically. Like what is that a special dragon? Who dragon was that supposed to be meant for? You know what? Because every scene means something. Every line means something in that show. It's not just like the typical show. So
Yeah, I definitely saw that, and I was kind of trying to figure out the same thing. Like, all right, so he got another dragon, but all right. But yeah, this episode, I mean, we see King Viserys in like his most vulnerable place. So there was a scene where they were all at like a supper. Oh, this was for the wedding, huh? For like cuz one of the nephews are going to one of the things Alicent's sons or no, Rhaenyra's sons are going to marry a Valerian, I believe. I think that's what's going down. And they're having the supper for it. Was it that? Was it Rhaenyra's son married? I know it's Rhaenyra's son, but she's marrying one of the Valerian girls, right? I mean, he's marrying one of the Valerian girls.
are they Valerian?
I that's what I was under the assumption, or maybe I missed that, but
Was Damon's wife Valerian?
yeah, hell yeah, she was the daughter. She was Lord Corliss's
Oh, okay,
daughter.
yeah. Right. I'm bugging.
Word,
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's Rhaenyra's son and Damon's daughter.
bro. Look at that. That shit is so, like you said, everybody related. Let's go through this family history. So Rhaenyra and Damon are together right now. They have no children, I don't believe, right? Which is Rhaenyra is his niece. Rhaenyra is the niece of her fucking husband. It's crazy, right? Then prior to Rhaenyra, Damon, her uncle and husband had a fucking kid with another relationship. Know what I mean, the Valerians, which makes that kid fucking Rhaenyra's cousin. Yeah, it makes her the cousin, cause I'm saying, like, if your uncle has a kid, that's your cousin. That cousin is marrying her actual child, bro. Like, this world is so twisted, son. Like,
Yeah.
and then it's half of her child. Like, I mean, it's always half, but the son, like, if the child that she's the Damon's daughter is marrying, is fucking what it should be related to the mother too. I mean, the sister.
Don't forget why it's being done though. Not saying it's right or wrong, but don't
Oh
forget.
yeah, no, I understand. That's just them niggas is trying to maintain power.
Right.
I mean, power. But just thinking about it in hindsight, it's like, yo, let's say if Rhaenyra actually had kids with Laenor, that would be the person that would be marrying this this other Valerian girl. So it would be like, what would that be? Because it would be like, yo, if somebody's sister, I can't even get. It's just so fucking deep and twisted, bro. But
It's
yeah, they
it's it's
doing all
so
this shit for power.
it's so crazy though, right? Because, and this is just me. It could be me, but when you think about it, it sounds insane how they're doing it to keep, maintain power.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's when you think about America in general, what is America based on? Like what do they run off? Like what's their whole MO? Like it's power.
Power, yeah, no fact.
We had like how many presidents already?
Power and position.
What if somehow, some way, all of those presidents are connected?
I mean, I've heard and seen some conspiracies about that. all 46 presidents being related
And we looking at it like, yo,
or
that
connected,
is
not related.
insane. Oh my God. They marrying this and just to keep it and keep money and power but
How it's set up to be.
yeah.
Yeah, now that is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Be interesting. But you know what I mean? They have this wedding going on, and at the wedding, oh, actually, I don't even know if it's it's not even a wedding. It's just like some kind of ceremony where they're trying to decide now that King Viserys is like on his last legs. They're trying to see who will be the successor. And so at this point, they're having it's kind of like an audition for like, yo, who why do you think you deserve the claim to this throne? So everybody's coming up and offering the reasons why they think whoever they think is the heir to the throne and shit. So as this happens, we see forget the brother's name, Valerian, brother of Lord Corlys. And I didn't like that either about this episode. They started it by saying Lord Corlys, we don't see him at all. He apparently got wounded overseas, like at some kind of battle. We didn't see the battle. We didn't know it was a battle happening. We don't know why there was a battle or who the fuck he was fighting. We just know, we know Lord Corlys is presumably dead. They don't know for a fact, but this is just what they're assuming. That nigga dead. So we got his brother there now. Um, pretty much trying to say like, hey, the throne should go back to our family name. It should come back to the Valerians. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they said this was a 6-year advancement. Said Lord Corlys, Lord of Driftmark, severely wounded fighting in the Stepstones. His brother Sir Vaymond, that's the nigga's name. Sir Vaymond petitions King's Landing to name him as Corlys's heir, proclaiming Rhaenyra's son Lucerys to be illegitimate. So basically, Vaymond is coming to be like, hey, Lord Corlys should have been the heir to this throne, rightfully. Since he's not here, I want to take the name. I want to take it and put it in my name. You know what I mean? I want the Valerians to be heir to the throne. Rhaenyra's son is not even really Valerian. He's a bastard. Let's not do this. So, you know what I mean? Rhaenyra and Daemon show up. They show up to the capital. I think this is their first time being back in since we seen them get married in the last episode.
Right.
This is their first time back because she's walking through and she's like, "Yo, I expected it to look different, but know what I mean, it looks the same or some shit. Some shit she said as they're walking to go see the
Yeah.
king.
The murals was covered up, like everything just looked kind of like old and like wasn't used for so long. It was nobody was outside in front of the castle, nothing like that.
Had
So,
no life. There was no life to this shit. It was gray. I mean, so
and according to the book, not to cut you off too, according to the book, Vayman is supposed to be the passionate uncle. So,
mm,
he's his part. The reason why he kind of came out of nowhere, it seems like, but he's always been around. But uh, it's because he wants to. His whole purpose was to call out everything that was going on.
and that he did, nigga. He did not bite his tongue.
Right, and that's what he basically stood for. His that was his character entirely throughout the book. He didn't give a fuck, and he let it whatever be known.
Word.
Uh,
Word.
yeah, man, that guy's crazy, man.
That nigga got his shit off. So, you know what I mean, we're there. They propose a marriage between like we said, the one son and the other daughter. We see King Viserys. He's bedridden. The nigga got a hole in his face. He all fucked up. But they try to have this ceremony without him. This little event, and he makes his grand entry. Ba bam. Like you're King Viserys of blah 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 blah. The first blah, 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 blah. Like they introduce that nigga, and you see him come walking in on some motherfucking Gandalf shit with his cane. That nigga walking. Fucking, he got his mask on. He got his mask on to cover the fucking holes in his face. He got his gold. He got his crown. That nigga, I mean his crown. He walking, the crown falling off his head. All type of shit, bro.
Nah, that was a G'd up scene, man. Honestly, that whole episode really made me appreciate the king more, because I think he kind of. I'm not really. I'm not really so sure 100%, but he kind of looked like a bad guy, kind of like not really a bad guy, but like like the
You know
king's
what it
good.
was? I think this was the first time we seen him have some fucking power. Like for the whole time, he been kind of soft, kind of like real, not timid, but not. He's been real second guessy about his decisions, and we ain't really seen no strength from this nigga. So when we seen this, it was like, oh yeah, nah, we know he mean business. Like, I mean, this is the first time we see him portray a king, like, and command that presence. You know what I mean? Like, show up and his word is his bond. Like, people respected that shit. Nigga show up, he he trying to walk up to the throne. The nigga fucking crown falling off. He take his mask off and shit. Damon gotta help him up there. So now he's watching over the whole thing, and now he's like, "Yo, I see what y'all were trying to do. Y'all were trying to decide who's my successor. Fuck that. I'm still here. I'm alive still, motherfucker. Y'all gonna listen to what I gotta say. I'm making this decision." So now people are presenting their, know what I mean, their claims to him now. Fast forward, Feynman comes up. He's speaking on behalf of Lord Corlys and the Valerians, and he's letting them know, like, yo, these little motherfucking kids that y'all are claiming to be Valerian have, you know what I mean, like, these aren't my fucking nieces and nephew. Look at these white boys. Do y'all see them? They do not look Valerian.
Nigga,
So
like, bro, you wouldn't know Valerian blood if I cut my whole shit open and showed you, bro.
he getting his shit off, man. He's like,
Yeah, he
yo,
wild out.
he's like, yo, if y'all want to make this Valerian, y'all thinking the Valerian, if we have, like, no, we not, I'm going to be the motherfucking heir. So as this is going on, he's trying to hold his tongue. He's getting his shit off, but he's trying to be respectful still. And then you see he kind of gets to the point where he can't hold it back no more. He's like, there. And then Damon's like, say it.
He just
Say it,
went.
I dare you, nigga. I dare you to say it. I dare you. Dare you. And he's like, these kids are bastards. And she's a whore. Nigga called them out. Nigga called the kids bastards and called Rhaenyra a whore. That was his last words, man. And nigga, punk ass nigga Damon pop up behind him and slice this nigga whole face off, boy. God damn, that shit was gruesome as fuck. But that ends up happening, you know what I'm saying? They get rid of Vaemon, another black man gone in Westeros. And I don't remember what else happens in the after that episode. I just know that was kind of like toward the end. Fucking Allison found out her son has raped another woman, another person actually. It's all fucked up, man. But I'm tuned in. I'm tuned in every week, man. So they got me, good or bad. I'm checking it out.
Yeah, and also, don't forget the biggest scene of the episode, the supper, family
Oh
supper.
yeah, word. I forgot about that.
Oh man.
Great fucking scene, man. Powerful.
So I think what they wanted to do in this scene was basically before the king died, they wanted to depict what the king actually wished for without him actually straightforwardly just saying it, and kind of what reality is amongst the family at the table. And the reality was they not, it's not it. Like, nigga, we not gonna do this. Yeah. We gonna fake it as long as you here.
Yeah,
Just for
exactly.
you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that powerful moment where he knew this all along, but like you say, he knew they was faking and he was just going along with the lie. But at the end, I mean, on his last coming down to his last days, his last moments, he took his mask off in front of everybody. He was showing them he wasn't showing them, but he was just being as vulnerable as he could. Know what I'm saying? Like they all there bickering back and forth to where he had to be like fucking Big Mama, nigga. He had to be like, all right, enough. To where he shut all that shit down. Everybody quiet now. He basically told them like, yo, I know y'all don't fuck with each other. I know. I've been knowing for as long as we've been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know. But for at least in these last moments, if not for your king, for this old man in front of you, just get along, fam. We are fucking family, and we got to make sure this house of the dragons live on.
Right.
You got to make sure this is, and like you were saying, going back to what you were saying, like we look at this shit as weird and all of that, and like as nasty as incest, which it is. That's still true, but if the ultimate goal of the people in the know like, hey, we got to keep this power thing going along this certain family so we know we're in control so we can run it how it's supposed to be ran, we got to make sure that that stays that way.
Think about it. That's the only way it will.
Exactly.
And that's why I brought up America.
Word, presidents and shit, man. Like whether you believe it or whether it's true or not, it's some validity to a power structure.
Yes, that bloodline has to somewhere relatively be amongst those. And
They're in
that's it.
power. Word.
And that's it. Like, there's nobody else that can come into that. That's it, bro.
And that scene, Viserys was definitely trying to get that across. Like, yo, fuck all this arguing and shit. Like, this is how this has to go down. Like, I mean, we got to make sure this power stays. We got to make sure the House of the Dragons is the most powerful in the fucking realm.
Right.
So, overall, it was a great episode. I appreciated it. I fuck with that shit.
Yeah, man. I'm tuned in for the last two episodes because apparently there's gonna be 4 seasons to this one.
That just came
10
out. Word.
episodes. Yeah, 10 episodes a season. So that was 8. And we got 9 coming up, and one more after that is the season finale. So I think this is the beginning of like the turnaround, obviously, because the king died.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we gonna get a chance to see everybody kind of just be themselves now.
Yeah, because I'm looking up here now. You did mention George R. R. Martin did say that he there's supposed to be the show is supposed to be on for a little minute. I did just find out that they said in this first season, the first 8 episodes that we've seen already. Well, 7, 8 is coming. Oh no, we've seen 8 actually. 9 is the one that's coming out this weekend. He said that was supposed to be within the span of 20 years in the first 8 episodes. So makes some sense. So
Yeah,
I'll be tuned in. I'm checking it out. I'm checking.
Still on your block, you niggas know what it is, homie. The fifth on me, I smear bullets at your rear, homie. Put a stack up, or call for backup. It's still HBU, heartbreak, or get cracked up. Money I chase, fuck clearing it out the bank. My niggas run up and chase, duck, take the stab, get the cash, till we escape. Agree with me? If you don't, then go some balls, nigga. Focus on what you got, never dwell on your loss, nigga. Life is hard for a young black man selling drugs. Fuck a hoe just because.